From the opening headline to the final credit line, this July 1995 edition of Power Slam reads like a time capsule of professional wrestling's crossroads, a document of passion, cynicism, and razor-sharp commentary. It begins, as always, from the top, with editor Finn Martin setting the tone for the month in wrestling. The WWF's first in-your-house pay-per-view, the speculation swirling around Diesel's reign, ECW's growing chaos in Philadelphia, and the ongoing identity crisis at WCW headquarters in Atlanta. His new summary moves briskly through the industry. Lex Luger's drifting loyalty, the steroid shadows still haunting Titan Towers, the state of the Japanese scene where Keiji Muto and Shinya Hashimoto are redefining the art. And Martin's editorial bite reminds readers that wrestling is equal parts theater, politics, and exhaustion. Next comes Stateside, Ian Robinson's monthly field report, dissecting the overcrowded landscape of so-called world heavyweight champions. Hulk Hogan ruling WCW TV with cartoon bravado, Diesel trying to anchor a faltering WWF, Shane Douglas staking his claim in ECW, and countless regional belts muddying the picture. Robinson's verdict is clear. The title World Champion has never meant less. And his writing, dripping with dry British humor, captures the fatigue of mid-90s fans. The vid review column follows. Finn Martin himself loading tapes into his aging JVC top loader. WWF 1992, The Year in Review, In Your House, and ECW Television, number 103 to 106. He praises ECW's raw immediacy and laughs at WWF's corporate gloss, noting the irony that the new generation product looks older than the blood and beer anarchy out of South Philly. Then, Manor's Matt Musings, stately Wayne Manor's monthly hit list of slackers, jobbers, and company deadweight. He skewers Mabel, buries the Blue Brothers, calls Mantor an embarrassment to mammals everywhere, and, in classic Manor fashion, praises heels like Owen Hart and Jerry Lawler for keeping the business alive through pure attitude. From there, the magazine opens up to its main features. Page 12, In Your House. Finn Martin analyzes the WWF's experiment with 2-hour, cut-price pay-per-views, beginning with the May 14th debut from Syracuse, New York. He recounts Bret Hart's victory over Hakushi, the Diesel-Sid Vicious main event that sputtered to a countout, the bizarre house giveaway gimmick, and Todd Pettengill's screaming presentation, all while questioning the long-term effect of monthly PPVs on fans' wallets. A new era, Martin writes, but not necessarily a better one. And he dissects the economics behind Vince McMahon's gamble. Smaller shows for quick cash, the product stretched thin, the risk of burning out the audience before SummerSlam. Then comes Sabu and Muto's Golden Week, Martin's travelogue from New Japan's Wrestling Dontaku Spectacular. Set amid Japan's Golden Week holidays, it highlights Sabu's wild acrobatics and Keiji Muto's near-mythic transformation into the Great Muta, painting the contrast between Sabu's reckless American violence and Muto's artful stoicism. Martin describes the atmospheric Fukuoka Dome crowd and the East-West collision that defined mid-90s wrestling's international exchange. On page 20, Let's Talk with Terry Funk takes center stage, an interview where the aging Funk speaks with that soft Texas rasp about pain, family, and the lunacy of returning to the ring when his body begs for rest. He talks about Japan's death matches, about Mick Foley's courage, about the fine line between passion and self-destruction, while Finn Martin mostly listens, humbled in the presence of wrestling's philosopher cowboy. It's a conversation laced with melancholy. Funk knows he's living on borrowed time, yet he can't stop fighting. The centerfold explodes in color. Razor Ramon, the bad guy, rendered in full A3 glory. Gold chains glinting, hair slicked back, the epitome of WWF cool circa 1995. Then For the Long Haul by Rob Butcher picks up the narrative, turning analytical and almost paternal as he advises Diesel, the reigning champion, to think beyond powerbombs. Butcher charts Nash's meteoric rise from bodyguard to belt holder, arguing that charisma and identity, not corporate push, define greatness. He warns of complacency and the inevitable backlash, citing Flair's resilience and Hart's authenticity as models Diesel must emulate if he wants to last. Next comes the feature that sears itself into memory, Bloody Hell, Finn Martin's chronicle of Atsushi Onita, the scar-carved messiah of frontier martial arts wrestling. Martin recounts Onita's journey from All Japan junior heavyweight to injury exile to deathmatch innovator, mapping the evolution of FMW's grotesque beauty, barbed wire ropes, landmine explosions, and emotional finales that left fans sobbing as Onita wept in the ring. He evokes the 1993 Onita vs. Terry Funk explosion match, the smoke and fire and eventual embrace, calling it a film scene masquerading as sport. The profile reads like mythology, Onita as martyr, wrestling as ritual sacrifice, and closes with the haunting observation that his body is both canvas and confession. The final stretch of the issue dives into audience participation and commentary. The letters pages, a lively arena of reader fury and humor. Diabolical Droz condemns Duke the Dumpster Droz as a gimmick gone rancid. Another fan nominates Shawn Michaels for president, citing charisma and athletic perfection. Another pleads give WCW a break, arguing that Hogan's presence at least gives Turner's promotion mainstream eyes. Finn Martin's replies are wry and surgical, sometimes supportive, sometimes scathing, always entertaining. Then the credits roll. Rob Butcher, stately Wayne Manor, photographers Howard Baum, Mark Brawl, the Brutal Brothers, Dave Smith, and Wally Yamaguchi, the entire SW publishing team delivering yet another compact masterclass in print wrestling journalism. In 30 pages, Power Slam number 12 captures everything the mid-90s scene embodied: hope and exhaustion, innovation and repetition, stars burning bright before flickering out. From the WWF's In Your House Gamble to Onita's Infernal Theater, from Terry Funk's Soul Searching to Diesel's Dilemma, this was wrestling standing on the edge of change, and Power Slam chronicled it all with ink, wit, and brutal honesty.